Hey kindergarten, Mrs. Alexander here, and I'm going to be teaching you math today. We're going to do a quick little review before you go into your Unit 3 math assessment. So I just want to talk about some of the things that we've learned over the past few weeks in this unit. The first thing I'd like to talk about is our flat shapes. Okay guys, so we've learned about a few different kinds of flat shapes. I just want to talk about these flat shapes and the attributes about them. This right here, we have a square, right? And remember, a square has 4 equal sides. Equal means the same, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4. A square has 4 equal sides, and it is a flat shape, right? Or we also hear it called a 2D shape. Here we have a circle. A circle doesn't have any sides. It just curves around. Okay. Circle. Here we have a triangle. A triangle has 1, 2, 3 sides. We call these right here, the angles, vertices, the points. So there's 1, 2, 3 sides, and 1, 2, 3 vertices. Now, a triangle's sides do not have to be equal. They can be different sizes, as long as there are 3 sides. This shape is a rectangle. Now you will notice a rectangle has 1, 2, 3, 4 sides, but 2 sides of a rectangle are long and 2 sides of a rectangle are short. So a rectangle has to have 2 sides that are long, the same size that are long, and 2 sides that are the same size that are shorter. Rectangle. And here we have a hexagon. A hexagon has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sides, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 vertices. Again, this is a hexagon, and a hexagon has 6 sides. Say it with me. Hexagon has 6 sides. Good. All right. Now, lovely. We will go to talk about some solid shapes. I have a few different solid shapes that we're going to discuss, okay? And we'll also talk about their attributes. The first solid shape that I'm going to talk about is a sphere. Now, I know a lot of you might want to say, oh, it's a circle. Be careful. A circle is a flat shape, a 2D shape. This is a sphere, a solid shape, or a 3D shape, okay? It doesn't have any, it just curves around. Kind of looks like a ball, right? This is a sphere. Say it with me. Sphere. Good. This 3D shape is also a solid shape, right? And it is a cone, okay? Notice how it has a point right here, and it has a flat face. We call the flat parts of 3D shapes faces. So it has a flat face, and it's kind of in the shape of a circle, okay? So this is a cone. And a way that I like to remember cones is it kind of, if you hold it like this, it looks like an ice cream cone, right? Makes me hungry. Or if you put it like this, it can be like a party hat. So a cone. And it has 1 face and 1 point. Okay. Our next solid shape is a cube. Now, what does this cube remind you of? It reminds me of a dice, right? A dice. And a dice has, let's count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 faces. And if you look closely, the faces are in the shape of a square. Cube. And our last solid shape that we learned about was a cylinder. And if you take a really close look at the cylinder, it kind of looks like a soda can, doesn't it? So when I think cylinder, soda can, cylinder, soda can. And a cylinder has 1, 2 faces, flat faces, and they're in the shape of a circle, cylinder. And I've got a quick little video for us to review. Try singing along. Okay, students, we've also learned about taking shapes and making new shapes with them, right? So I'm going to show you a quick lesson about making different shapes with different shapes. And they'll be using 2D shapes. So we're going to use 2D shapes to make different types of shapes.
Hello, boys and girls. For math today, we are going to be working with two-dimensional shapes, and we are going to try putting shapes together to form a new shape. We will be working with squares, triangles, rhombuses, hexagons, and trapezoids.
The new shapes we've learned, the new flat shapes, were rhombus and trapezoid. So those are the newer shapes that we learned last week. And these shapes we'll also be using to make different shapes.
Rhombuses, hexagons, and trapezoids. Our first job is to use pattern blocks to make a hexagon. We are going to be thinking about 4 different ways that we could put the shapes on the left together to make a hexagon. I thought it would be fun to start with just triangles. Let's see how many triangles would make up a hexagon. Looks like we have a problem here. We're gonna have to rotate our triangle. There we go. That's 2 so far. There's 3. Uh-oh. What do we need to do again? Rotate. That one fits perfectly. And then we need 1 more, and we have to rotate it. Look at that. We just used 6 triangles to make 1 hexagon. Let's try that again with different shapes. This time I'm going to grab a trapezoid. Let's turn it around and fit it nice and snug right there. Then I think I'm gonna grab a rhombus. Looks great. Now we're missing just 1 more shape from the left to make this a hexagon. If you guessed triangle, that's right. There we go.
So she used 3 different shapes. She used the rhombus, the triangle, and the trapezoid to make the hexagon.
Let's try that again. This time I'm going to use 2 trapezoids. 1. Uh-oh, looks like we need to rotate it. Perfect. And for the last one, we are going to be using the rhombus. Let's see how many rhombuses it takes to make a hexagon. Looks like if we're only going to use rhombuses, this will not work. Let's try flipping it. There we go. Now we just need 1 more rhombus. And there we go. Nice and snug. Now let's review what we did. We made the same shape in 4 different ways. We used 6 triangles to form our first hexagon. For our second hexagon, we used 1 trapezoid, 1 rhombus, and 1 triangle. Then we used 3 rhombuses to make a hexagon, and we also used 2 trapezoids to make a hexagon. Next, let's try using just 3 pattern blocks to fill the shape of a trapezoid. Here we have our trapezoid to the left, and we are going to be grabbing just 3 pattern blocks to cut this trapezoid in 3. Can you tell me which shape would I use 3 of to fit into this trapezoid? If you said triangle, you're right. It takes 3 triangles to make 1 trapezoid. And our last one, which of course we have to rotate. Look at all the fun shapes we just made using other shapes. Isn't it fun to make new shapes? I hope you enjoyed this lesson.
Okay, students, now your job is going to be to take your Unit 3 assessment on your iReady. Make sure to take your time and focus really hard. Remember, nobody can help you. This is up to you to do this. So no grown-up should be helping you, or nobody else should be helping you. If you need help from your teacher, you can just use a quiet raised hand. Good luck, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.